All right, what's up, guys? Back with another video. Today we're talking about Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic is going down in November. The MSG card live from Madison Square Garden for the undisputed heavyweight championship. Jon Bones Jones versus Stipe Miocic. Right? For you guys who don't know, Stipe Miocic has been out of the really competing for a little while. And Jon Jones just came back and made quick work of Cyril Gane. And now the heavyweight belt is up for grabs again in the Big Apple. So, guys, first of all, this is a big fight. I believe this is maybe the first time Jon Jones has ever fought in Madison Square Garden. And it might even be his retirement fight. Honestly, he might retire after this fight. In terms of the matchup, these are two guys who really have not had that much octagon time in the last few years. With Jon Jones being out for 3 years, he comes in there and he gets Cyril Gane out of there like in a minute and a half or however long it was. And Stipe Miocic, who's been inactive for a few years as well. So you got guys out here who they're really going to be getting their feet back wet again in terms of getting that experience. And I expect this fight to be a much longer fight than Jones versus Gane. But either way, you can never count out Jon Jones. Stipe Miocic was probably one of the best heavyweights in UFC history, with him edging out that trilogy against Daniel Cormier, and now he's coming back and he's fighting Jon Jones. But Jon Jones has never lost. It's so hard to bet against Jon Jones. And it seems like now that Jon Jones is back, he's back in that right headspace, that competitive headspace, to the point where he's ready to kill. He's going to annihilate whatever's in front of him. He's focused. He's beefed up that size. I would argue he's considerably bigger than Stipe now. I know Stipe Miocic used to compete like in the low 230s. When he was fighting at heavyweight, he used to compete at a very, very low weight. I know he got that up a little higher when he rematched Cormier. So I don't know how much he's going to come in at. But if I was Stipe, I'd try to come in around, upwards of 245. Jon Jones is going to be tipping that scale around 255 pounds. So if you're Stipe, you don't want the weight to be an issue. You don't want to be overpowered, because Jon Jones is looking strong. And I'm telling you, he's taken that strength training very seriously as he made his debut at heavyweight. So that's something to keep in mind. And also, this being the fact that if Jon Jones defeats Stipe and he retires, what a story. Greatest of all time, Johnny Bones Jones gets the light heavyweight belt, moves up to heavyweight, beats arguably the greatest heavyweight in history, and then sells off into the sunset. You can't write a better script for Jon Jones outside of all the legal issues and other things that he's had issues with. In terms of being inside the actual octagon and his performances in fighting, you cannot write a better script for what he's done for his career, the amount of money he's made, and he's the greatest mixed martial arts person to ever step in the octagon inside the UFC. And his resume speaks for itself. And Jon Jones is, he has an incredible opportunity to go out on top, beating the greatest heavyweight of all time and selling off in the sunset, because there's really nothing left for him after this. He beats Stipe Miocic unless they can get that Francis Ngannou fight to happen, which I highly doubt, because Francis Ngannou is fighting Tyson Fury. He signed to PFL. I don't think Dana White wants to do business to where Francis can get paid that much amount of money. But nothing's left for Jon. This is it. This is the end of the road. You beat Stipe and you sell out with a perfect UFC career, no losses inside that octagon, and you go and you sell out and you have your UFC Hall of Fame ceremony and you ride off in the sunset as that guy. That is ultimately what Jon Jones is going to do, and what will happen for him if he beats Stipe Miocic on that night. So that's today's video, guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back in tomorrow with another video. Thank you guys so much. Let's go.